Hello everyone. Today is so exciting. It's one of my favorite releases to talk about every year, and it is MakseLife. I cannot wait to bring you the 2024 collection, and I have a lot of the products here today. So we're going to go through them, we're going to talk about them. All of these featured products will go live on Thursday, September 28th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on MakseLife.com. I will leave a link below. It is my affiliate link, and if I helped you in any way, I would really appreciate if you would link it over. It doesn't change anything for you, but it does let them know that I'm sending you their way, and I appreciate it more than I could tell you. So I will leave that below. So here is the box that things will come in this year. It's so cute. I've already taken everything out of here, but I just wanted to show you how cute it is. I love their new like dashy rainbow design. It's super cute and on brand. MakseLife is one of those companies that the presentation and their packaging makes it feel just like an extra special day when the package arrives. And this year the boxes are just kind of amazing. So it comes like this, and inside, and there's their little logo. When you open it up, it has this tray on the top, so the products will be underneath this, and it goes through some steps of getting started, some videos that you can use, and then it also has some information here, a quote from Sierra, and then all of your products, like I said, mine are already out, but all of your products will be under here, so at the bottom here. So it's just a really cute presentation that I haven't seen really any other companies do, and I love it. Super excited about this. So here are my MakseLifes from over the years. I love these books. This might have been my favorite cover. I don't know this one, but this one, they're all really beautiful. But this was my very first one, and I used it pretty much every page of this book was used, and I loved it, and it was life-changing for me. It truly was. The way that it made me think about my goals, think about my life, change my mindset on things. This was my first year of nursing school in 2020, and this really was a lifesaver for me when I was working full-time. I had 5 kids, going to nursing school, which is one of the hardest undergrad programs you can do, and I truly think I survived because of this planner. It was really, truly life-changing for me, and I love it. The next year I chose this beautiful cover, which I loved, and then last year was this one, which I used for goal setting. So you can see some of the changes in the binding each year, but this year they made a big change, and it is something that I have been just dying for them to do, and I am so excited to show it to you. So this year's boxes look like this. This is what your planner comes in. It's a really sturdy, hard cardboard box with their logo, the Areas of Life logo, and their dash design in like gray and white. It's a beautiful box that you can use to store covers. You can use to store old planners if you want to store them this way, and you could label it with the year on the side. I think a lot of the planner brands that I love used to do boxes, and a lot of them have cut this out because of budget reasons, and I love that MakseLife really doesn't cut any corners, and they really make this a special event. So let me show you what cover I chose. This is the same box that you'll get with every flagship planner will come in this. The cover I chose is Radiant by Allison Jansen. This is one of their artist series covers, and I love it. She did two different covers this year. This one, and then she did one that's a pink floral. So I love both of them. Actually, I was trying to decide between the two, and it took me a long time. The thing that sold me is yellow is my favorite color, and the inside of this, they have this new art, is this cute yellow floral, and it just won me over. I love green. Yellow is my favorite color, so this was just, it was meant to be. So I am so excited about this. One interesting thing about what I chose this year is I chose a horizontal. I'm a total vertical planner. I love a vertical planner, but this year I decided to do horizontal because I'm going to be using this in a different way, and I wanted more writing space. So let me the insides of this on the weekly pages did not really change. There's one tiny little change in it from last year. So I'll be able to show you last year's vertical and this year's horizontal, and you'll be able to see what the vertical this year would look like as well. This is the Radiant cover. They also have a lot of cover options this year. The first one is called Fresh Start. It's a really cute design that I'm pretty sure that Sierra designed herself. There was about 3 or 4 covers that I was having a hard time choosing between. I love florals, so I actually always lean floral, as you could probably tell from the covers I chose in the past. I love this one. It says, "Know this, every day is a fresh start." And I think that's really cute. And I love the nameplate on the back. It's like kind of a purpley raspberry color. The next cover is Moxie. It's the other color by the artist Allison Jensen. It has a beautiful insert that's this black and white complementary design. And this one has the yellow florals also. It really is cute. And I was so close to purchasing it, but I leaned towards the bright green, just kind of drew me in. The next cover is Just Begin by our very own Julie Garza. And she designed this cover herself. The inside is a yellow and white stripe, which is really cute too. The next cover was another one that I was trying to decide to get or not, and I love it. I think it's another one that Sierra designed. It's called Messy Bits. The front cover says "Embrace the Messy Bits." I love the colors on this. They are so cute. And the complimentary end paper is darling. Unstoppable is by another artist, Erin Vossler. I hope I'm saying that right. And the complimentary end paper is this really cute pink on pink X's. Darling. I love the green and pink together, and the nameplate on the back being that bright raspberry. It says Unstoppable. There's little words on there that say things like determined, courageous, different words like that kind of inspiring words. And then there's a little hidden message in pink that says not asking for permission. So just a darling cover. The next cover is called Shine. It's a beautiful, beautiful cover, and the inside is white with little pink starbursts, or I'm not sure what you call those, but really, really cute cover. And the last one is the Legacy cover, which is a navy blue. It is just beautiful for those who are looking for something that's a little bit more gender neutral. If you didn't notice already, one of the major changes this year is the coil. They went to a standard coil. It's nearly identical to the coil on the Erin Condren planner. So gorgeous. We are loving it. I know it's going to be asked about the Erin Condren covers because it is the Erin Condren coil, nearly identical to that. But this one has one extra coil, so you won't be able to use your Erin Condren covers. I do know companies that make covers that will fit this that are similar to Erin Condren, so if you want to know, just ask me, and I will, or I'll just leave it in the link below. But yeah, you should be able to find covers that fit this if you decide you ever want to change it out. I'm not sure that I ever will, but yeah, I think it's just kind of perfect the way it is. The covers on this are they're thin, you can see, but they're hard. So it's not flexible or plasticky like the Erin Condren was. It's a coated cardstock cover that feels really durable, and it has a slight texture to it, like a linen sort of finish. And another exciting thing is that every planner this year will come with a Today bookmark. And this bookmark, I believe they told us that they did it at a size that would also fit the A5 dailies if you are using those right now. By the way, their A5 dailies are not being released with this. They still have A5 dailies. They're undated, so they're still for sale on their website, but there's not new ones for this release. All right, the inside pages are very similar to last year's, so there's not going to be a ton of changes, but they do have some. I really love this new name page. It's just a little different than the design from last year. Here's last year's. I feel like the design is more streamlined, a little bit lighter writing on the lines, which I always prefer. And then, I don't know, this is so cute where it says horizontal weekly edition. This one didn't say which one it was. This one is a vertical, so I'll show it because the inside pages, the actual weekly layout pages, did not change. This page is just your welcome to MakseLife, some information about connecting with the MakseLife team, and then you get to your first tab. So the first tab is goal setting. If you didn't know about MakseLife, this is a planner that combines your goal setting system with your weekly planner. It's really a great way to keep those goals and the things that you're working on at the forefront of your planning and making sure that you fit in those things that are important to you each week. So I love that how she has this set up. But the first thing that you start off with are some like prep pages to help you set your goals and think about what is important in your life. And she gives you some really great information on the first pages. She talks about how to use her planner, how to use the steps of getting started with your goals. And Sierra is a life coach, if you didn't know. So this is what she did for a living before she started making planners. She is awesome at helping people reach goals. And so I highly recommend reading through these things yourself. I know that I usually go through and highlight things, even though the information doesn't change drastically from year to year. It is a great refresher while I'm thinking about goals and setting goals. So I read it every single year, take notes, highlight. It's important to me. And then you get into the compass assessment. So this is probably my favorite thing every year in her planners is the compass assessment. It's kind of fun. It's like those quizzes that you take online. Almost, kinda, but better. So here's the information about the compass assessment. Again, I highly recommend reading through these things. There's not a ton of prep pages, and so it's not too much reading or information. This is actually what you'll do after you go through the assessment scoring. So before you fill this out, turn the page and do the assessment scoring. And here it will go through these different 8 areas of life, and you'll give yourself a score from 1 to 10 on each of these things that she has listed. And then you'll average out those scores and put them here on personal score. So you'll do it for personal, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships, health and wellness, spiritual and personal growth, financial and physical environment. And you score yourself on those things, and then you take those scores, flip back to this page, and you will circle the area or the number that you scored yourself at. So to show you my last year, this is how I did it last year. I just used the Zig Clean color dots, and then I used the pen on the other side and just kind of like shaded it in. So you can see where my scores were last year. I was struggling a little bit in some areas, you can tell. But then you'll use this to know the areas of life that maybe you need a little work on. And I needed work on, it seems, every area last year, which I did. Last year was a hard year for me. You take the information you gathered from your scores and you write some intentions. These are just some prompts to help you think about those goals and think about what's important to you. Things like, what could I use more of in my life this year? What could I use less of? This year will be more. I will do less. I will give myself grace for. I will let go of. I will embrace. And then here you get to choose a word of the year. I know a lot of people love words of the year, and I am one of those. I love it so much. I usually get a jewelry piece that says the word on it that I will kind of splurge on. And by splurge, I mean like a Made by Mary. If any of you guys know her website, I'll go on there and order a bracelet. I've done bracelets, I've done necklaces, and I'll wear it most of the year to remind myself of the word. So I try to pick something that's really personal and really special to me. And so I'll think about this for a while. I start thinking about it now for next year, and it will take me months to think of it. And I love it. Some people don't love words of the year, and that's totally fine. You can use this planner however works for you and make it fit into your life. And then she has some information on setting goals. She talks about the best way to word your goals and how to make them intentional and measurable, and it's just really, really good information. So before setting your goals, read through this. And then here's a little bit more information. Here's where she talks about writing your goals. I love how she words this because it makes so much sense. So instead of saying something like, don't be on my phone before bed. A better way to say it would be leave my phone in the kitchen at night. It's a really measurable way to write your goals. Instead of exercise more, you write go to the gym 3 times a week. That way you can know if you are reaching a goal. I love her information here. And then she talks about her 3 types of goals, and these will be used throughout this planner. She has stretch goals, and these are things like graduate from nursing school or start a new business. They are big things, and you really should only have maybe 1, 2 a year. Like, you shouldn't be having a ton of stretch goals a year. Progress goals are smaller than stretch goals, things that you could work on multiple of these a year. Like, maybe it would be that you want to clean out your garage during the year. Maybe it's that you want to get rid of clutter in your house during the year, and so you work on different rooms each month or something. That would be a progress goal. Maintenance goals are things that you're already doing in your life that you don't want to stop doing. So maybe you're drinking a certain amount of water each day. They're things that you already do that you want to make sure that you continue to keep. In the MakseLife planner, you set annual goals, and here's information on them, monthly goals, more information, and weekly actions to reach these goals. Every week you will go in and do some reflection and think about your goals and how the week went. And you'll also be setting weekly actions for the next week, things that you want to do to help you reach your monthly and annual goals. And she breaks it all down here so you can read through that. This is one of my favorite pages she added in, I think, the 2nd year into her planner, and this was just to help people brainstorm goals. So I know it was really hard for me to, like, what's the difference between personal and fun and recreation, or personal and health and wellness? I didn't really understand the difference. So here she breaks down what personal would be. It's like hobbies, projects, alone time, planning, where fun and recreation is maybe peak experiences, vacation, time off, different things like that. So it helps me. I open this up every time I set my goals and look at it and say, what are the things that in this area that I want to work on? This is used for mind mapping, thinking of ideas for your goals before you set them. I like to do usually like one of those spider web maps on here while I'm thinking out things that I want to do for the year. And then you start getting into the meat and potatoes. So here is where you put your annual goals. I do my annual goals. I've been doing them the same for for all of my planners. And I always put a little box over here and put some ideas of what I want to work on, and then I set my goals on this side. Let me show you. So this is what it looked like for me last year. I would do the little box, some ideas of what I want to work on, and then I'd set my goals in this. And here you can see my mind mapping and highlighting maybe some ideas of what the things I want to work on in each of those areas. So it looks like here I put my different roles in my life and things I want to work on from those. So I do it different every year. I probably won't do it the same this year, but that is what that looks like. So you have your 8 areas of life, and then you have a vision board. Vision boards are, sometimes I love them, sometimes they're a little stressful for me, but I'm excited to make a vision board this year. This one has no lines, no dot grid, so really you can add pictures in and do, total freedom here. And some goal setting quick tips here, some more information, and then you get started on the monthly. So these pages I'm going to run through really quick because they really have not changed from last year. But a monthly looks like this. Her different months do have different colors, but they're very minimal. January is this like blue color, February is a red, March is a green, April is gray, I think, or like a teal. May is yellow, that's cute. And then June is, maybe this is teal. Her colors are really subtle, so it's almost hard to see. The blue again, and this one's like purple, maybe purple. August is purple. And then you have the gray, October is orange, and then November is that teal color again, and then December is the red. So, but you can tell it's just really slight. There's not a lot of color in here. She does have really cute quotes at the top of the monthly. And then you have your monthly goals. So this is what it looks like. You have the same areas of life. And what I love doing is kind of just flipping back to my annual goals as I set my monthly goals, and I try to break it down into a step. So I'll break them down in here, and then and there's more quotes here. And then when you go to the next page, you have, this is the beginning of a week. So at the beginning of every week, you have your reflections page, and she does have they're little life coach instructions. So this one, she talks about planning ahead and dedicating 10 to 15 minutes a week on your goals. So just to sit down for that long to set your goals. It doesn't have to be a long time. And then you have your weekly actions. So then you'll go to your monthly goals and break them down into weekly actions. And then this is what a week looks like in the horizontal. I love new pages and that they're kind of crispy and kind of stuck together. I love that feeling. Okay, so this is what a horizontal looks like. You have your date, just a line section, a blank section, and there's a tiny itty bitty little compass here where you can do gratitude. You could put a goal for the day that you want. You could break down your weekly goals even more and separate them into the days here. But you also have this section down here for habits. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different habits over here, and then you have your Monday through Sunday, and then a notes section. Let me show you the difference between this and a vertical. The vertical looks like this. It has not changed this year, except if you can tell, these are little tiny itty bitty hearts, and they've replaced the hearts with the tiny compass. So you probably can't even barely see them because they're so tiny. This is a vertical. It is not, there's no times here. You have a header area where I usually do weather, and then all this area to write, and you have a little box at the bottom. So there are your two options for the different layouts that you can choose from. I am really excited about going to horizontal this year. I love a vertical planner, and honestly, like, that's how I think when I'm planning. But this year I am using this for a different purpose, and so I'll talk more about that later. But I know some people they're more list makers, and I've heard that the horizontal is better for list makers, to-do list people, and that vertical is better for people who think in times. I feel like I am a list maker, and I still like vertical. At the end of the month, you do have a monthly reflections where you'll go through your different wins and things you need to work on for the month, and you can use that as you set your goals for the next month here. At the end of the quarters, so at the end of March would be your first quarter, you also have a quarterly compass. And I love this. You can go through and you put your previous numbers that you had at the beginning of the year or the previous quarter, and then you re-rate yourself with your current numbers. Maybe some numbers went down and you feel like you need to really focus on those for the next quarter, or maybe some numbers you feel like you just really, really, really worked on them the last quarter, and maybe they can be less of a focus for this quarter. So it's a good way to reassess. You can actually print off that assessment from the beginning, the numbers quiz thing, off her website and score yourself that way. Or some people just score themselves with how they feel right then. So if you feel like your numbers have gone up, I like to have some measurable something. So I usually do the assessment every quarter, but whichever way you want to do it. So you have that, and then you have a notes page, and that is what it looks like every quarter. At the very end of December, you get your last quarterly compass, which you can use as information for the next year, and then you get some extras. So at the end of the book, you have this really cute 2-year at a glance layout. I love the different colors for the different months. You can see their color scheme here. And then you have some notes pages. These are all lined, and you get 9 notes pages back there, and then a really, really cute, very sturdy folder at the end here, and her sticker page, which is really cute. You also have another folder back here, which is like an accordion. It's like an accordion folder, and this one is it feels really nice and laminated. And you also have a little closure here that you can use to keep your book closed. I love the MakseLife planner. It feels like luxury, and I just love this in my hand. It feels, I don't know, there is something about this that I just love, and it's so cute. This does have this deeper green in it. It has really cute blushes and yellows and orange, kind of this orange red. It's so cute. And the very back, you have this deep hunter green nameplate. It's beautiful. It's seriously so beautiful. I'm so happy I chose this cover. I can't even see a desire to want to switch it out, so I am totally fine with everything about it. This coil is not, there's not like tons and tons of space on it. And so if you are a huge sticker, this may get kind of chunky and fluffy, which some people love that. But there isn't a ton of space for stickering on this, just FYI. So you can do a couple of things. You could, if you so desire, you could get another coil to coil on here that's bigger. There are companies that sell just the coil alone if you are a big sticker and you want to get like a bigger one. I'm going to see how this works without trading it out, but I actually do have a few of those coils here if it ends up getting too chunky. But I really, really, really love it, and it feels like this is, you can see it doesn't move. It's like a very, very thick, high quality. If you're used to Erin Condren, you'll be super happy with this cover and coil. The cover also is wide enough that it protects the tabs. They're not sticking out past the cover at all. And so that will be completely protected here. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. This is dated. It is 7x9, the pages inside, and this retails for $78. It also weighs 3.15 pounds. So it's not like an incredibly hefty book, but it definitely isn't the lightest book in the world either. But you get so many pages in this. There's so many notes pages, so many for those reflection pages that you could really do whatever you want on if you decide you don't want to reflect. And then you also have all those goal setting pages. This really is an all-in-one planner, and I think a lot of people will be happy just as it is. It's beautiful. So the next thing they have at MakseLife are their goal setting companion notebook sets. They come in a set of 4 books, and these are your different quarters, and then you get 1 goal setting instructions notebook. So this is all the beginning pages of the flagship are in this. This is last year's color scheme. The new ones are here on the screen right now. The colors are beautiful. Last year I actually bought 2 sets because I didn't know if I was going to use companion or the flagship, and so I didn't want to buy another set because they have not changed this year except the colors on the outside. And I will say the new colors are so cute. These ones are very gender neutral, which was great for my husband because he used these. And next year we have a really pink set and a kind of another gender neutral one that's super cute. That very similar to this one, except it has like a green. And in here, I don't know how much I can show you, but this basically is your, this is my husband, so I don't want to show you too much, but they are all your beginning pages. So you have your compass assessment in here. You will have place to set your annual goals. And then let me see which one he hasn't used. I think he hasn't used this one. Yeah. So this is what the books look like. They're in this really beautiful faux leather cover. They're so pretty. And if you can tell, there is just like a leather texture on them. They're so nice. Next year's look just the same, but with different colors. And then inside you have your undated monthlies. You'll have monthly goals and then your weekly actions with a notes page. And that's all that it is. So this is a great companion if you already have a planner brand that you use and you don't want them to be in your planner. This is great for just like sticking in a bag or sticking in the side of your planner. It works amazing. Another really great thing about these is all of the pages are perforated. So if you use and they're A5 size. So if you use an A5 ring bound system, you can actually tear these out, punch them, and put them into your rings. as well, and they work amazing. This notebook, however, is beautiful. I don't know that I would take them out because I just think the leather cover is so nice. And then it has a folder in the back that looks just like this. So I think these are a great option. I know a lot of people in the community, this is what they love to use because they are loyal to a different brand for their planner. And this just, I don't know, there's nothing better than the MakseLife goal setting system. These retail for $58 and they really are so pretty this year. Like, I was so tempted to buy them, and then I thought, I'm going to be using the flagship. My husband has another set of this for this next year. I don't know why I would buy them for the colors, but the colors are so cute. What I decided to do instead of buying the companion notebooks was get some dot grid notebooks. These are so cute, and they do have a third one that I didn't get in like a plum color that I'm now regretting not getting, but I think that these are so cute. So this is their Kelly green, and this is the raspberry, and they have the same leatherette cover that you have on the companion notebooks. These retail for $12 each, and they are so beautiful and nice. They come with their little dashed line, and then it is just dot grid the whole way through with their little compass notebook on the end. At the very back, you have another folder. So that's really nice. And this is like very high quality laminated cardstock. So beautiful. I think the green's my favorite, but the raspberry is really cute. I don't know. They're both cute. One thing that they started last year that I loved, in fact, I got two last year. This is what last year's looked like. This year's is so cute. I'm so excited about it. But this is the 2023 Reflections. I loved doing this last year. This is a free gift with all orders over $100 placed before October 3rd. So if you get your order in this next week, you will get one of these. If your order is less than 100, these are $10, and I would highly recommend adding it on. So this is a guided journal to help you reflect on 2023 and set intentional goals for 2024. You start with your review of where you are on your compass assessment, and you talk about the areas of life that increased the most and the areas of life that increased the least or that even decreased. And then you can reflect on your wins and your highlights for the year, your challenges and your lessons that you've learned about yourself, how you grew and what you're most grateful for with the year, what's working in your life and what may not be working that you may want to change in the next year. This says, how do I want people to experience me? In what ways do I want to create an impact to the lives of my loved ones? And what adjustments do I want to make in 2024? Then it has more reflections here. 3 words describe 2023, what I'm going to say no to in 2024. A letter to me. This is one of my favorite things that I started doing with Sierra. She did a guided reflections with us in Club Moxie one time where we wrote a letter from our future self to our present self. And it was so eye-opening and inspiring. And it's something that I have continued to do throughout the years as I learned that from her. And I love doing it. So I'm excited to do this. And these are just blank pages to do some brain dumps at the back. So I love this sort of thing. I last year just took a few weeks to do it, and I would do like one every other day or work on them throughout the week. And it was just a really inspiring thing to do. So highly recommend adding this on if your order does not reach 100. I think it's very, very worth the $10 that it is. This is a Club Moxie binder. I am a member of Club Moxie. It is a really great community on Facebook that Sierra runs. They are constantly working together as a team to better themselves, better their mindset, work on their goals together. It's really, really great. Sierra uses her history as a life coach to help teach. It really is like paying for life coaching. And like, I actually worked with a life coach for 6 months last year, and Club Moxie is like a killer deal compared to a life coach. It really is a great community if you have the time to really get involved. And one of my goals for 2024 is to get more involved in Club Moxie. So I was so excited when they came out with the Club Moxie binder this year. This is for organizing your Club Moxie worksheets and really be ready to dive into your personal work with the Club Moxie group. So each binder contains 10 high quality tab dividers, so you can easily reference the different areas with whatever they're working on at the time. I cannot wait to use this. The little elephant is something that I think it came up on like a live chat or something. And it's kind of like an insider Club Moxie logo. The binding of this has the little elephant and the Club Moxie. And then the back is the name. And these are like debossed. So they're with a really nice, is it white? Silver. It's like a silvery thing. And this is a beautiful linen gray. The inside is this beautiful blue. You have the little protector here. These are O-ring. They aren't D-ring like some binders. So they don't have that like flat, but it really is well made. And then you have a getting started tab, a challenges tab. So they'll do different challenges in Club Moxie. Mindset tab, that's a huge part of Club Moxie, is working on your mindset. Goal setting tab, little cute rockets. The coaching tips, which is really awesome from Sierra. Mental health is something that they work on in Club Moxie. Resources. They do book selections. They'll do like a book club or read different books together in Club Moxie sometimes. Bonuses, and then a notes section. These colors are so cute. And then they have an 8 by 10 or 8.5 by 11 letter size folder, and it's double-sided here. So, and then another protector at the back. So really nice binder. This retails for $32. It's just like your standard binder size. I'm really excited to use it this year. I believe that this is a 3-inch. Well, let's measure. It's like a 2.5-inch binder right there. So it's a good size without being like ginormous. Other than the flagship, I think the folio is the thing that I'm most excited about. They have 6 different colors. I purchased 2. One of them is not here yet. I ordered the raspberry as well. This is the teal. And these are luxury A5 folios to help you set your goals, note-taking, planning on the go. These would be really amazing for your notebooks. These would be really great for your companion notebooks. I plan on keeping my reflections for 2023 in here all year so I can refer to it. It also would be great for these little notebooks. All of these things will fit in here. This has 4 different strings, so it can hold 4 books. It also has 5 front pockets. So you have these 4 different business card sized pockets. This one here, so that's 5. And then really there's 6 because they also have this one and here. So someone asked me about this, if the flagship will fit in. It will not. This is an A5 size, so the flagship is quite a bit bigger than this. This is more of a companion to it. It also has a pen loop, and this is 7, when it's closed, 7 by 8.9. So it's a good size. It is about 2 inches thick, I think. A little less than 2 inches. So this can hold more than the 4 notebooks, but it can't hold them with strings. There's only enough for 4 strings. This is 12 ounces, so it's really light. And it has this magnetic closure. So it's different than the ones last year. This one's a much higher quality. It feels so nice. And I cannot wait to get the raspberry one. It is so cute. I thought that this one would be the best with the cover I chose, which is the reason I chose it. I don't know. I think this cover would be cute with the blush pink as well. To kind of bring this in, or the gray, or the navy. But I really like the look of these two together. It's kind of sweet. All right, now let's get into some of the accessories. One of the accessories I am the most excited about is their washi tape set. So this is 16 rolls of 5mm washi tape in the Moxie Area of Life colors. So it comes like this. I'm so excited about this. It comes on a ring, and so you can, when you pull it out, they're all on the ring together. And these are the different areas of life. You have lighter and darker colors in each of those areas. So here's the orange and the light orange, the red and the light red, the purple and the light purple, and you can see they're just so cute. These are a waxy feel, if you've ever felt this kind of washi before, so you won't be able to write on these, but they work really great as a highlighter, so you can write on the paper and then just put a strip of this on top of it and you can totally see through. It's so cute. The ring on here is 4 inches and the washi tapes are 10 meters long, so plenty of washi. This is $25. You pull it out like this, if I can get them out. So it stores like this, although I kind of want to keep it in the box because it looked so cute. But yeah, you get all of this washi. $25 for this set, and totally in love. I cannot wait to use these. There are 2 different sets of sticky notes that came out this year. I only picked up this one. I'm just not a big sticky note user. I know I'm totally in the minority there. This is a lot of people's favorite planner accessory. I just don't use them ever. So I picked this up because I actually thought that I might use these flags. This is the mini sticky note set, and you have 100 sticky notes per tab. So you have these different colors. This is the bold set. They also have a set that is pastel, and each of the sets is $14. So you have 800 sticky notes in here altogether. This is what the little sticky notes look like. They're just flags. I think it's so cute. I actually had a set like this that I did go through quite a few of them, and I would use them to as bookmarks or as ways to mark different things. So I'm really excited about them. These are 1.5 inches by 0.75 inches, so 3/4 of an inch. So they would fit perfectly on your vertical across. This is the perfect width for that. And it's just such a cute set. I kind of wish I would have picked up the pastel because these ones are dark. And I think the pastels would be easier to write on, but these colors, I just love bold colors, so I had to go for this one. The next item I am so excited to show you are these bookmark trio. So you do get the today bookmark in your planner. These ones are different, and these ones are for your goals. So keep tabs on the most important pages in your planner. They have an annual goals, monthly goals, and weekly actions. This is perfect to match your free today bookmark that's included in the 2024 planners. And they are 2 inches wide, a little over 2 inches, by 8.5 inches tall. So these will fit in the A5 planners. Let me get a dark background so you can see this better. So there is the weekly actions, the monthly goals, and the annual goals. And I am so excited to use these. They snap in really easy as well. And this set here for all 3 is $16. So and that's a great one. If you're getting a flagship, highly recommend. The last thing that I want to show you that I'm so excited about are their decorative washi sets. So there are 3 different sets. There's the Radiant set, which matches my cover. It's the green and with the yellow that's on the inside. Super cute. The next one is the Moxie, which is the cute pink cover with the black and white inside. I love this one as well. So there's these 2. I'll take them out of the wrapper in just a sec. The last one is Shine, and that is the Starburst and Sunburst cover. Here they are without their wrapper, so you can see them a little bit better. I am in love with these. They're so cute. And the Starburst one, the Shine set, is darling as well. So these are 2 different sets. These are $7 for the set. So you get these 2 for $7 or these 2 for $7. And they are darling. So, so cute. Thank you so much for watching my 2024 MakseLife collection video. I loved filming this for you. If this was helpful to you in making your decision to purchase, I would love if you would take the time to click my link below. It really helps me be able to create content here, and I appreciate it so much. I am a huge MakseLife fan, and I am so grateful for the opportunity to bring this to you today. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to y'all soon. See ya, bye.